So it's not confusing. Why? So don't be confused. Why?
Oh, my confusion.
No, don't be confused.
Z baby.
Don't be confused. Law is law. Tradition is tradition. Media make kabi. Yesterday, number what the radio program so. A big platform. Roman father called and said that he has never been a manager to Daddy Lumba. So Lumba no any manager.
Oh my God. It's unfortunate what Roman father no omodene fam. Over the years, when you recognize the gentleman as a manager. Lumba test. And and somebody is sitting here want to question say or you manager or not.
It's a super clash on United Showbiz between another Samuel Bedu and a Nana Frimpong Ziga. Now, me say it was all about a Daddy Lumba, a manager. Asem, I have Vybes 24 trends. Me no be run some into details now. What who near now so a clash we a pie. So on United Showbiz, unya subscribe here. More than subscribe. Send your the updates ba on so sa ebe to me akabi. So on United Showbiz, Nana Frimpong Ziga say Roman father na onye Daddy Lumba a manager because was recently on a big radio station be and I just say Roman father a fray na omo catch Roman father say or no ye Daddy Lumba manager and Roman father asemo kan any say also or no onye Daddy Lumba a manager na emo or ye an errand boy to Daddy Lumba or ye Daddy Lumba akwara. So according to Nana Frimpong Ziga or say na Daddy Lumba any manager. Nenya no nkwa odi nsem bi e kan ho ba sansem ne de me pesen ka wankasa obekotie na after so the sansem ne tu dwa no e na no da Samuel Bedu e ba be kire ni say enye ne e na obi be tena hanom si aka kire ye say Roman father na onye Daddy Lumba e manager o kire mu o say Roman father ayenim no everybody in the Ghana music industry recognize him as Daddy Lumba a manager. Intiabani saying and then obetina hanum say akachire say Roman father na onye Daddy Lumba a manager. According to another Samuel Bedu, or say anybody obeka Serbiano it is very ignorant. Now or say the entire Roman father ebekachire obia ese onye Daddy Lumba manager na emom no ye errand boy ni nyina and say adwuma na chese so Roman father no na eso because Daddy Lumba is not a small artist. So for a Roman father Daddy Lumba bo any channel and the brand so channel for him to say he's a manager of Daddy Lumba no, it will sound some way into nana man no a friend who say or a errand boy of Daddy Lumba na and on say on your manager. The guy was playing the role of a manager for 18 good years. Yebekotie the clash I caused between a another Samuel Bedu. The kind Etienne and Frimpong Ziga then somebody to da na iwia me the Arnold no ebeto aso ama.
That called and said that he has never been a manager to Daddy Lumba. He described himself as an errand boy. So Lumba no any manager. Let us put it that way. And even if there was a manager, per law and by law, say the moment that Lumba we and I say Okone Crutch now, he ceased to be a manager.
Wow.
Now you cease to be a manager. Because who are you managing? It is not a record label. If it's about record label that is managing the record label, after everything that we say, I can say record label should stay. Maybe your Juma so and so continue. But personal manager, the moment the person is dead and I say it's gone, your Juma Abbas. So if you address it, the person is manager, that is one no, and no content of the letter. No. Let me say, I near you papa to say the two. I and ask the rest. Okay. They toss you to your evidence. They said that Roman father got check cards, invitation cards. Okay. At least they should have mentioned one or two places or baby Roman father this side so the BT because obia ultra canter letter biano and I say release the Bible you know say nipa no be share ama evidence so that nipa no betimi aba be yi no ho ano but almost say was start church but we don't know per the letter no you need baby Roman father this side no call they make what I say that is fair enough but you see yanka we Roman father why be as so the difference between family friend and the family and the family they make what I say obesum kodo fosu baby ananka yadu tieni o na me na me hu di say anka baby an yadu no wo besu nkodwo fosu ye there's a battle of say letters of administration a man mi onu ni na prayer court de be mo a o betim de akoye do mo ye ho na say court twe no hu di free the whole issue they make what I say now. I'll tell you the reason why omo yes adi they came out with this letter because they think that Roman father taking sides.
Oh, share letter.
Oh yes they know that he has taken sides. The Bible can't be. I'll come back to that. The can't be sure. Share. Okay, Ghana constitution. The constitution of okay, Ghana constitution. The article 11. The laws of Ghana, the constitution, the act of parliament, common law, and now, or say, our customary laws are part of our laws. The reason why the framers of the constitution, what the side in the show, they say, Tetino na him for any dear man, so, and I could see the democracy. And yentimi nyadia, ye be ya him for a few or decision, any customary laws, they say our real mudi and all this stuff yet to be from because okay Ghana constitution now okay in the last letter word okay we na utuwa we say ye the yamanye ne yamamre and ye the church our constitution and ye ne ye and ye suban and ye the church constitution so what say customary laws e ye aduma customary law bi ni de e bi ni ntam tie you e bi ni ntam yes a customary law e bi ni ntam and tam a spiritual or customary injunction or embargo yes so which the constitution makwan the provision na make now listen when Roman father went to Opambo papa baby obi amechiacha and I say oh call the yina akoye veni say ekwadonko when he was asked say oh papa yin there be ne baba so it shouldn't be answer, it should have been explanation. Yes. Explanation the sense as oh papa ebushia share on the seas but in time that so. The American watch I say but oka say ebushia seas it is wrong. I'm telling you
so
it is totally wrong because you can't come the administration is halted and your injunction you cannot talk about the date again.
The to so untumi nkasa
it is what ebiare say we no hene bakasa dia so no kai wasi ya de babo 2 dia tra so a betimi etudum tam ye share on the seas no nana no betimi akasa on the temp for mama ne nka ntam na asem nka ntam na wunya eyi nsu on the seas court in share date
no say no yankazi yes they can go ahead with the film
court let me explain
true court kasa about the
tell me back the court ne say court in share date date ni ya share e mo bi si won tiase e mo bi di court for interpretation and as you block your injunct date and a court to say this particular does not fall within our jurisdiction and you bushia some forum court in share date
court say boss omude invitation call high profile personalities and institution wanting to own to me and granting injunction so they could still go ahead and do it on the 7th of December. One can say we need jurisdiction over
but any ruling.
No wait.
No, any ruling. God can say what about say we change the code the following weekend?
Yes, if I know case they ba on
any ruling. Me see any ruling. Okay. I will challenge that after I will challenge that. Now they talk to two.
No, but any ruling and then the injunction.
No, see, you came out with on the scene, so go ahead and do it.
I don't know. Let me finish. The injunction side, so what I say, any ruling.
Okay, that's fine.
We're really on that part.
Say court can tam that's why. You cannot go ahead.
Say and time now.
Yes, you cannot go ahead. Me am catch you.
Okay, boss.
You can never. That is why
I say you in time.
This and time so you don't have to discuss it.
That is true.
And the one thing that's a creative problem, Roman father for the say. Adia Bakwa creative program Roman father. They say I can see him also being a victim of circumstances.
Okay.
Because one, Roman father was catching say, why are masters? Why are Juma baby? It will near Juma near Juma with DLFM to say the first one. But you can't tell me you can see the DLFM on Facebook keep posting the dates. I have the screenshot here. They did one here. They kept pushing the dates. One, where on November 1, and Tamia Canada Bay.
I'm sorry.
So, and Tamia Canada Bay. Yes. So, where November 1, and we post two. The date here, they had Daddy Lumba and they posted another one. Say, road lead to Kumasi October 28th. Listen, when you read the law, what say the customary law can be done applicable to the community now. And I say traditional phone. 80 Accra hanye the enye otu for the community. You make what I say. But me ade me sad ni say. Nipa no a eye kan asem na e bia problem aba. And I say what call the creation. It's an Ashanti. And he accorded Otumfo with a big respect, including a song that he sang Otumfo. Jamaican what I say. So at least, a Otumfo tamneyaka. So couldn't they have waited, say, young card and Sana, we proceed on the publication?
You mean the Facebook? No?
Yes.
There's a problem we need.
Because Empress, I remember saying Rebecca was a superstar. And Lumba was a superstar, icon. Who na in Tawatawa Kakra when you know a quiche, like a draggy. The last time I said James Brown it took 15 years and sana you settling the issues. On no can no proper any way any man in Kuala, the grandchildren, the grandchildren still they fought for 15 years. Prince William they fought for 5 years on no winja well. It's no next thing any sister no so new wife and no new Kuala. It's in siblings and they come for 5 years. It's when you get a superstar, I can just sing the same when you sing the same. When you're a superstar being not go through this situation, it could drag. It's in the one, although I'm tired, man, I know say based on the Juma or Hano, you need choice. We would have to come and analyze and speak our minds on it. And it's the almost common says when they release some statements, although one part will feel like, oh, but then the other part would understand. And then the acknowledgement say, a cost. Now, the last time I make her say, yes, that situation can go be Bromo or Lumba Honey, he any more. Because man, it's saying the crown, getting close to him and to him, and was so much difficulty. So, Obin who will be Oben Lumba, nay, through Nenyo. But see, almost every time there's a new star being born. From now, anyway, I see another one, be a friend of Mela. Ni or
Kasate son.
Oh,
yeah, the darling.
So we have a new star.
And he speaks so well.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't penny for us.
Everybody say I'm careful. Yeah. So from Ebusapin to Mama Brimpoma to Sisi Wamela.
Yeah.
Example, the cleaner beba, the driver beba. It's just say, oh my God. Now, Empress, it's unfortunate what Roman father no omodene fame. You see, for the organogram of artists, Biana, send artists and the brand no air structure that the manager sits on top. There's a road manager, there's a stylist. There's a studio manager, there's a producer, there's a songwriter. More artists and they report to the manager. Because the manager no in the oversight responsibility on artists, no, the brand. So that's how important the manager is. And I don't want to even listen to the facts. And then you be question say if Roman father a manager or not. Let's stop kidding. Over the years, when age man, you recognize the gentleman as a manager. Lumba Tias not recognize the manager. The only reason that not every one person that tagging better was of Felicity, it was too enormous. It's out of humility and respect, or no in a position of air bathroom. But we all know, and then somebody is sitting here want to question say or your manager or not. So artists know a very small setup. Manager, apart from the fact that the manager is derived from the word manage. It means that we're now managing the BBI in terms of the artistry. Sometimes, based on the relationship, and the setup of the artist, manager look to me beyond just the brand activation or personal. Because personal and then the brand activation are intertwined. So we're close setup. The manager also serving as in the PR and in the communications manager. And Roman father did that, apart from all managing the affairs of the artist. Or serving as in the PR and the communications manager. True or false? Or no, communicating man. And let me say this. Also, before Casino meeting or Bobo meeting, and I need to clarify because Ulabisa said, I can contractor now. We are not being so feel no so Casino contractor now. The attorney said the reason I bought meeting a couple of times. They said in July. I think I was Canada. And I remember for that friend said, Daddy Lumba person me doing come. Now my a couple of things and I said a couple of things of so damas. And I'm so meaning number. Me so no say number ni my din say me find no don't send me Daddy Lumba number. Indeed, or send me Daddy Lumba. My say July yaw. Unfortunately, me train sa me pa Ghana another call came. Say Lumba person say we doing come until me that's where I see we. And you know what he's trying to say, he say yes, on your manager, how come say in the last a couple of weeks before he demise, he was acting the role of the manager. That was what he was trying to point. Again, say artists know a small setup. The manager no quite assistant. So the manager, let's assume, say Lumba or put a very small setup. That Roman father played the role of a manager, a PR communications a guy, and an assistant. Empress, the word assistant is derived from the word assist. It means no assistant no assistant. Are you telling me, say such a person? Say ye and I say ye pay the chair coin, the contact, the manager no need will play. A blunder for anybody or any unit or any outfit to say artists need to know then now OCC to be a manager, you are making a big mistake.
Okay. Because
if the personality was the manager, the PR or the spokesperson, the mouthpiece, and also the assistant, it means only a lot than almost every other person. I mean, let's be fair and frank. If you can't even Lumba in 7 years, in 8 years, in 10 years, in 17 years, now these people are telling you, no, I've been enough for 18 years. Because I will need to continue. Now we pay information you on what we are sure pass over baby son. So Lumba property you baby and based by virtue of the fact that no your assistant or your manager or your mouthpiece, how are you going to ask him for that detail? We saw what Tama Lumba pass here now you see in Kunya when you feel now you go back and forth. I mean, we saw what Roman father how he engineered it. He was going back and forth. Why? Because him and obey because we saw it all on video. How he was leading people to A to B to D to D. Why? Why do you think he took that role? Because Obia will believe they say no ben more nim baby ebefa. The same thing for 1 week. We saw how the role he played in the 1 week. So if this gentleman has played a big role from the time of Papa Nibu throughout now you are telling me say Uncle baby intina. Mama careful sir Empress. Because I now call back and forth, my killing it quick. Let's say funeral committee no to ni gununa and properly set up. If you actually go back to the formation of that funeral committee, and I don't blame anybody who questions it based on almost stand, but funeral committee, were reps from almost every relevant person. I mean, if you go back and look at the offense and membership, you can't tell me say enye busian forming funeral committee when there were reps from both sides. And again, father was going there, so be winning for me funeral committee. And yeah, a busian for no part of the committee because a year sika It is a nipa kono e affiliation to ebusuano or the person we will now. Now based on the name there, the connection, any influence no, or you bit me a part of the committee. Yes. Yes.
Sponsorship.
Because me papa were the committee no, me suffer no me come kan no direction what. But it was part of the committee.
It's true.
Yes.
Committee say na EMS but onye mebusu ni. I don't make sure say bibia was.
So that erroneous impression say a funeral ko ebus. No. Let's not make that mistake. Accept na aba. Any go be any opportunity say some. But yefa niema entutu ye. Yefa niema entutu ye. Now I'm even confused more with this guy submission about in term court. Yes.
Z.
And I'm not disputing because your knowledge and traditions could be more than mine. But you're careful, kakra.
Okay.
And try and separate the court proceedings from interim. And guess what? Reports beyond, I don't know about your 7 reporters on 1 mile updating from Hono. They were specific, say, as someone who could deal with mention was about the interim. That and nothing else. No, see, you confuse that with the fact that once a court, Yakuga and Tamno, you forget the courts.
What about the Quincy Americas? What about the Quincy Americas? Deeper no court. He went to court. Say you find junction found 2 audience. Uti the mechano. You find junction found 2 audience. It is a court the catcher will say, go ahead and do it, and you will it till you. They are buy court yes I don't know or I said one show. But or clear, I'm always say, dear, they buy a noir, a lutia, salmon. Memoatia say, and Tessa, so the bitty, to Conacoya Wadi. It's a court to Namubi, till you court to no court to Nash, say, Uncle you.
It's way and then I'm not from Ponziga, Ninsa Modi to gra on United Showbiz, a far, a year, Daddy Lumba, a manager, I friends, a Roman father, a home. Now, according to a yen and from Ponziga, or see. Na Roman father na Daddy Lumba manager. Dabi. Na bi emuso or explaining more about the injunction at say better ye so any also intam kese at say mame Daddy Lumba sister e kan ya say copy you 240 to anim any ade or explaining into details and sana and not that someone be do and so eba. Now according to an order no or so no the SSC crowd wa bre e wo Daddy Lumba issues no e ho na or say Roman father the obi bi owo industry nim knows Roman father as a manager of Daddy Lumba. It's about saying and that you'll be better than how say I catch say no Roman father any manager name no ye errand boy. Or say this will be a auntie a seminal assay and no better than honum akasa in seminal. High Vybes 24 trends. Ye be breaking 70 down any day. And first time I when you are subscribe to YouTube channel and send ye drop it update on so a bit to me akabi.